So here we are. This is where the magic happens. We're at the pecanette line here, and Athena's going to explain how we make a pecanette from beginning to end. Athena, how do we do that?
Pecanettes are one of the funnest things that we make here. The process is fun, it's fun to watch, so I'm glad that I get to show it to you today. We start with only the freshest pecans, roast them here on site, add a little bit of fresh salt, and then they're put into a hopper. The hopper will take the pecans and line them up into a nice bed, so you have a bed of pecans, and then you are depositing caramel that we make also here on site. You're depositing caramel onto the pecanettes, which then go on the chocolate line and around the bend to be enrobed in chocolate. So enrobing just means covering, basically. So you're coating the chocolate with not one, but 2 coats, and these are milk chocolate pecanettes. They also get a decoration with our stringer. So our stringer is our decorator that goes back and forth, left to right, and it makes a pretty little design on the chocolate pieces. They then go through a cooling tunnel, and they come out here at the end where they're placed in boxes that go to our wholesalers, they go to our front of the store, fundraisers, our corporate business partners. So this is where everything is done here in our factory in Canonsburg.
Sarris Candies goes the extra mile and makes caramel and makes some of the, the fillings and everything that goes into the chocolates.
Everything is made here on site in our Canonsburg factory. We have 2 levels, so we take up the space of about a football field, a whole city block, with 2 levels of enrobers, and we have our candy kitchen right here in the back. And we're making caramel right now. The caramel is made in hopper pots, the old-fashioned way, with fresh milk, fresh sugar, only fresh ingredients, and then laid on a marble table to cool.
So here behind me, the ladies are packing up the pecanettes in boxes to be shipped all over the country and all over the world. I presume you do international shipping.
We can certainly do international shipping.
Excellent. So now we're going to leave the pecanette line and we're going to walk over to see how those delicious chocolate-covered pretzels are made. Here we are standing in one of my favorite areas where they make the chocolate-covered pretzels, which is Sarris Candies' top-selling product. Athena, explain how you make this.
Chocolate-covered pretzels are one of our top-selling items. We have a special pretzel that's made just for us. We have it here in-house where they're lightly salted and then put on the line one by hand. They get decorated in chocolate and put on the cooling tunnel and then packed into our 8-ounce boxes, our 12-ounce box, 1-pound boxes. So we have many different items that we have with our chocolate-covered pretzels in.
No pun intended here, but Athena and the people at Sarris Candies have their fingers on quality control. And how important is it to have your finger on quality control and see the product from beginning to end? I know it's not a factory setting like a usual candy factory where everything is robotics. Here, people do touch the candy, box it by hand. How important is that to Sarris Candies to have that quality control?
The quality control at Sarris Candies is, of course, one of our top priorities. We will only use quality ingredients, fresh whole milk, sugar, nothing artificial. We don't like to have a lot of additives in our chocolates. So you start with a quality product. When you start with a quality chocolate and a quality chocolate bean, and then you have a quality pretzel, you're gonna have a great product. We also have quality employees that help our machines run. So there are some things that are automated, but there are parts of our business that are by hand. Everything is touched by a human hand here. They're put on the line by hand, they're taken off the line by hand. Our chocolate-covered caramels that are salted, the salt is put on by hand. So there are a lot of people involved in the making of a single piece of chocolate.
Yes, and walking around here, all the employees have smiles on their faces, and why wouldn't they? They're making chocolate, and I'm sure they, when Athena's not watching, stuff their pockets full of it. But there's a happy group of employees who've been here for years.
We have employees that have been here for 50 years, 40 years. We have very loyal employees, and they have become like family, and they are our family. You know, when you grow up with something, as I have grown up with chocolate, I've watched these people grow with me, and some of them have remembered me from when I was a little kid that I used to run around down here and, try to help out and see what I could do to kind of get my hands into some chocolate. But it is definitely, the employees are so important to the function of our business.
Wow, employees who've been over 50 years. So you got to be treating your employees right, and that shows in your product. Now, Athena, let's go over and see something else.
Let's go.
Coming up, Athena will show us how they make chocolate-covered cashews, and Lee will explain the process of how cherry cordials are made. So get a snack and come right back.